Going on, everybody? It is your boy NCSO7, and we have got another stream underway. I'm just going to do my daily, well, not daily, but I guess like making sure that everything is right audio wise, and then we can jump straight into the games. Um, how's all right? How is this going through? Okay, I think we got the audio going through properly. I'll check it every now and then. So, yeah. So today we've got some Fall Guys. Let's sure. I guess we'll do that. I guess we'll do that. It's a little bit different. So yeah, today we're gonna be doing some more Fall Guys. We're gonna be doing this for like an hour or so, and yeah, so I guess like Fall Guys is turning like 4 years old or something like that. I think the game. I remember like I do actually remember when this game first came out because I actually like got like a notepad literally just to like put down topics to talk about for this stream, so that way it's like a little bit more interesting. Okay, so there's no elimination requirements, so that's nice. But I guess I could like I didn't even like put it on the notepad, but I guess since this game is turning like 4 years old, or it has turned 4 years old, I figured I could talk about uh, some of my experiences when this game first came out. So, I remember when this game like first came out, I wasn't like following the game like prior to release or anything like that. I was just kind of like why does it not take me back? Why does it make me have to press the X button? Why does it not just fucking take you to this? We're gonna pretend that didn't happen because that was admittedly really embarrassing. So we're gonna pretend that didn't happen, and this is actually the first game we're playing. Also, I probably should also say that the yard people are doing like yard work outside, so you may potentially hear some stuff. It probably the game audio will probably drown it out, but uh, they are doing like the yard work with all the noisiest appliances known to mankind. So wow, great timing on that. And great timing before on that fucking jump club shit. How the hell? That's one of the few times I was I was near the very end too. Really? It still hit me? But anyways, as I was saying before, like I didn't really pay attention to the game like for pre-release, but I was like I got the game like around the time like my other friends got the game. And so like I downloaded the game and like I played a lot of it. And it was actually like a lot of fun, but the thing was is that in the early days of Fall Guys, and I'm talking like this was like the first few weeks of the game being out when everyone was playing this game. I remember like I was actually really trying to grind the game a lot, and I was just getting so frustrated because at the time you only had like one game mode for like solo. Like you don't have like knockout solos and then like this. Like at the time you only had like one solo mode, and that solo mode because I believe originally the max player count was like 60 or something like that. Then and like what it would also do is that it's like we might see it in here possibly. We may see some team mini games, but originally in solo you would be forced to play team mini games, and the team mini games are complete bullshit because it is so easy to lose those because it doesn't matter how good you do on them. If the other people on your team are not fucking doing shit, then you're done. Like, and that was one thing that made like winning episodes in Fall Guys really hard. And it was also just when people were taking the game a lot more seriously, because I mean, the game just came out, so like there's like that stuff. So people wanted to like people wanted to actually try more because well the game is out. When like in like the first like couple months of like Fall Guys being out, I probably only won like 4 episodes, maybe a little more than that, but I lost so many, and a lot of times I would lose it to the team mini games because the team mini games are complete bullshit. Especially like that one team mini game where you had to like bring the eggs over to your side. Does anyone remember that one? I don't know if it's still a mini game, but that mini game to this day is one of the worst. I hate that one. And Team Tail Tag is also pretty shitty too, but that egg mini game was absolutely terrible. Just making sure on the audio. But yeah, that egg mini game was absolutely terrible. And like, eventually, like, I just got bored of the game. And like, I think a lot of people did. Like, I mean, eventually, like, not like a month after this game came out, Among Us came out and kind of just like became the next viral game. It didn't really help that this game was only on PC and PlayStation 4 at the time, so there wasn't really like a good way for like Xbox and Switch gamers to play the game. Even though I've heard this game runs like piss on the Switch. And I mean, yeah, we did eventually get those versions, but it was like way after people stopped playing the game. I also just think they didn't really ever do a great job at really updating the game. Like, I feel like, okay, they gave us like cool costumes. Like, okay, it's cool we have all these costumes for like all these characters from all these different IPs and franchises. But I don't feel like I've mentioned this. I think I mentioned this in my last stream. And I mentioned in my last stream how like they barely ever added any like mini game, like add any new mini games. Like they would only add a couple mini games at a time. And it's like they should have added way more. I think that was another thing that was difficult. You ever have those feelings where like this you hear the sirens and then like it just doesn't go, why are you not finishing? God, just go! Man, you guys suck. This is one of the easiest ones. You suck. I'm actually embarrassed. I didn't even realize just how long I was waiting on this. But you ever had that feeling where the sirens and all that stuff just never seem to move at all? Like, is it just me or I don't know. They're doing their job though, so that's good. But what isn't good is the fact that the game's not giving a timer. They clearly don't know how to pass the fucking level. Give them a timer. Give them like a 30-second timer. We're sitting here so long because these fucking idiots don't know how to play the game. Like, look at them. They're not even like playing the game strategically. They're just... I swear to God, I'm sorry about this. This is why I need to kind of talk about things because quite literally... Okay, they finally just ended it. Jesus Christ, only for 3 people to leave too. What's even the point? Jesus. This was not one of the original games, I don't think. But yeah, the first year that this game like kind of came like not the first year because I didn't even play the whole first year, but like the first like month or two when this game was out, oh, I played a bunch of it. It also helped that the game was out in like August, so it was like right before I had to go back to school, so that was kind of nice. Speaking of school, I'm gonna be having that soon. Only less than 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna be going in for. I don't even really know. I mean, after this coming semester, I should be able to get my associate's degree, and then I'm gonna kind of see what I can do for work after that. I'm not gonna get into specifics on that stuff because, for various reasons, and also just have fun. Wow, that was really fast. But and it's college, and I am. It is community. One person died. And I go to community college, so it's not nearly as hard as like university because I have like a couple, like a friend that like goes to an actual like university, and like the classes there are like bullshit difficult. But I would honestly say like for being in college, because like I did actually switch my majors. Like I was doing one major at one point, but then I switched to another because the major I was doing was in IT, and I realized that IT was just not. I'm I'll just say right now, my brain cannot understand a lot of that stuff. Like that stuff's very complicated for me. So, um, it's probably the worst thing to say on on stream. But for like that reason, like figuring out all that coding and stuff like that. Like I was able to do like the first year of like classes for it, but then I was like, okay, we use like JavaScript, and then all of a sudden we switched to C sharp. It's like Jesus, and it just didn't help that I was really out of it. It didn't help that at that time in my life I was just not. I wasn't doing well. I didn't like school, so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna kind of go for something different and try something that's not necessarily like easier, but like maybe something that's a little bit like easier. And actually, I will say what I actually will say the degree of graphic design, because that's what I'm actually going for right now. So I should be able to get my associates for graphic design, in December, and then I want to kind of see what job I can get from there, and like see maybe I'll go for a bachelor's degree. I'm not too sure. I'd have to see how many classes would transfer over if I end up doing that, but ultimately want to see if I can just like get some money, and that way I can take care of myself. I can take care of my mom, like all that sort of stuff, which I'm pretty sure that's what everyone kind of wants to do. But it's not as easy to do anymore. Don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. That is such fucking bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. That's so fucking shitty. Why don't they give you another option? That's actual bullshit. We're okay. We're gonna just go solos on this, bitch. That's actual bullshit. Why the fuck did I die there? Why do they give you only one option? And it's like complete and utter chance. That's fucking bullshit. I should have made that. That's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm going for that. So, and I have done decently good so far, but I haven't really gotten like a lot of job experience yet. So I'm really hoping I can do good in the actual work field. And again, with AI and all that jazz, like especially with like AI generated images, graphic design may not be needed as much anymore. But even so, I feel like most companies will still want like some actual human graphic designers because I feel like an entire world that's just built off of like AI and stuff like that would be kind of whatever. Should we play something else on my system? Or, like, we could play something else. We could play some like Penny's Big Breakaway, or we could play some Sonic Frontiers or some Genshin. I swear to God, the game's fucking bullshitting me. I'm doing horrible today. God. I'm hoping I can actually do well now. Jesus. But yeah. I'm not gonna really, but yeah, like I'm not gonna really talk too much about AI because that's a discussion I could talk about in my next stream. Because just that way these streams are a little bit more interesting. I'll actually I'm gonna try to like do this post-it note thing a little bit more so I can actually write topics down so that way I can actually have things to talk about. That way it's a little more interesting than just kind of watching like a boring stream that's just like kind of just gameplay with plus. Okay, okay. Typical gamer banter sort of thing. So that way makes it a little bit more interesting. It kind of like makes the mind think a little bit more. But yeah, I'm not going to really talk too much more about school because honestly, I want to try and avoid talking. Is this a custom level? I didn't pay attention. I don't know. Is this a custom level? Let's see. So I wasn't paying attention. No, it's an official level. It doesn't have the like and dislike button. Alrighty. Hopefully everyone's day is going well today. It is kind of a bit of a cloudy, rainy day for me, but I don't have work today, so I basically just get all I really gotta do is just clean up some stuff, and then I can finish up an anime that I've been watching, which leads right into the first thing to actually talk about on this thingamajig. Is actually like kind of some shows I've kind of want to watch. So, like recently I've been watching this anime called the Quintessential Quintuplets. You may have heard of it, you may have not. I've been watching that on on Netflix lately, and it's really funny because like the first episode I watched of the show, oh I love this one. I actually hated the show. I watched like the first episode and like, oh my lord, I was like so pissed off. Like the main character's a dingus, and all the girls are annoying, and then one of the girls fucking drugs his ass. Like that first episode really made me go, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna like this at all. I'd honestly rather watch Sonic Prime again. And I mean, okay, I'll talk about that show a little bit later, cause but I like watched like a few more episodes, and I'm still not really feeling it. But like after like 5 episodes, I actually really did start to enjoy it. Like once like you kind of get past the whole like, what is it? The whole like barrier sort of thing between the two. I guess you could almost say factions, even though like one's a tutor and the other's like quintuplets. It actually starts to get like really good because the characters actually get like really solid. And I'm gonna finish that tonight. I've only got 3 more episodes, so it's gonna be very fun to finish that up tonight. I only got 3 more episodes, so I'm like at the very end. And I do recommend people to watch the show, even if it does start off really not good at the start. Like even if I do think that it has a very, very, very terrible first impression, it does get better and actually does become like actually becomes pretty sweet if I'll be honest, but I haven't finished. I hate this one. I hate this one. Why can't I get anywhere today? Are you kidding me? Yeah, and like I would say like right now, like to rank the girls from that anime, like I would say Itsuki is my favorite because I love the stars in her hair. She has my favorite hair. She has the best design in my personal opinion. And I also just like her personality too. I like how she's like a tsundere, but like she's cute about it. Then I would say Miku. I think Miku's like probably more like the fan favorite because she's the one who gets like a lot of stuff about her. So, and Miku's good, but I wouldn't say she's like my favorite. And then there's fucking bastard, of course. The AI on these things are just complete buns. Oh my god, I'm never gonna be able to do this. Oh, great. Come on. Why did you not go up? Are you fucking stupid? I'm not gonna make it, even with all this time. I'm not gonna make it because it's fucking bullshit. Why does it just take me back here? I pressed the X button. Why is it not taking me back? When you have the option to play again, I expect it to take me to this, not the main menu. What's the point of even giving that option if it doesn't even do anything? Devs, fix your shit. But anyways, Miku's pretty good, but she's second place. Next, third place, I would probably say Yotsuba. She's kind of like the airhead girl. She doesn't like do as much as the others, but I feel like she has some really good moments. Especially the Ferris wheel scene. I like that scene quite a lot, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna spoil it. But I like her, but I wouldn't say like I would say like I like Miku just a little bit more. And then for the two that I'm not really the most into, I'm not really into Ichika. She's in fourth. I just don't feel like she's not my type, and I also feel like she's really manipulative, so I'm not really the biggest on her. And last place is Nino, because Nino doesn't really change at all, and she's the one who was the one girl who drugs the main character. She does it twice, though, to be fair, the second time she did it, it was for a better reason. Still fucked up, but like then again, I can see where she was coming from on that second time, but that first time was absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. I mean, like, she has some cute moments, but I also feel like Nino's just kind of a bitch, and I feel like the only thing that really changes is the fact that she just now she... I'm going on the sides. The only thing that really changes is the fact that she just now likes somebody, so... Yeah, I mean, she's okay. I mean, if it weren't for the whole drugging thing, she'd be fine. She'd probably be number 4, but sorry. I draw the line at certain things, so I can't, but... And Fudora's okay. I think he gets better as the show goes on, but he definitely starts off like an idiot. And I understand that like characters are going to start off not the best. They're not going to be the most likable, but holy shit, this show really makes you hate them, honestly. But then you almost kind of want to root for them, so... It's really weird how that works. But yeah, I'm going to try and finish that show tonight. I might potentially watch the movie as well at some point soon before school starts up. But I guess like kind of go over like other shows and like kind of just talk about like shows that I have watched this year and shows that I'm going to watch, because I kind of wanted to try and do something this year in terms of like really giving myself something new to do, like kind of adding something new to my kind of schedule. So I was like, I'm gonna try and start watching TV shows, because I could never watch shows much at all, because watching shows for some reason for me like before was like really not easy, because it's just hard for me to like just stay in one place. I don't know if anyone else really feels that way, but like this year I really tried to make a better effort to watch some shows and anime. I watched quite a bit because, like, I started the year, and, like, I watched this show over the span of, like, 4 months, because, this show's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. So I try to, like, watch, like, one show a month is what I'm trying to do this year. But I was, like, this show was just too long. But it's a very good show, and I'm pretty sure everyone here probably knows of it. It's called Breaking Bad, and I think everybody knows just how good that show is. Breaking Bad is, I mean, it is very easy to see why that show is so, like popular and, like, got so many awards and stuff like that. Like, it is no surprise at all, because Breaking Bad is such a good show. It has some of the... The hell did the camera just do? But Breaking Bad is just so good. It has such good characters. Like, Walter White is just amazing as a protagonist / almost antagonist. Jesse's really good. Hank's really good. Um, Mike's really good. Gus is really good. I mean, honestly, like almost all the characters in that show are really good, except for like I guess like the neo Nazis at the end of the show because those guys are real jackasses and pretty evil. Like, but I would like say like Breaking Bad has such good characters in it, and like the show has so many good moments. I love like when I like everyone knows the I am the one who knocks part. That part is so good. It's so good. I also Gus's death was really good. I wish Gus was in the show a little bit more because actually Gus is like my favorite villain in the show. I almost wish he was the main villain in El Camino because instead it had to be fucking Todd. I never gave a shit about Todd. I mean, yeah, Todd's evil, but like Gus is way better as a villain in my opinion. I'm sorry. But I digress. Breaking Bad is really, really solid. I watched that. And then like in February, I watched like an anime. You may have heard of it, Toradora, which is like some call it like a rock. This son of a fucking bitch, ban his ass. That dude was trying to get me out of there. But that motherfucker, oh my god. Can I go back on stream and just see that part? God, I gotta stay away from that guy. And this is the worst one too. Because this motherfucker is gonna try and get funny. You know what? I'll know it when he tries to get close to me. This is one of the worst ones, honestly. But yeah, I watched the entirety of Toradora. And that show is also like really good. Like some call it like a rom-com anime, but it's kind of more of like a character drama. But it does involve romance, so there is like that. So, you know, there's that. But the characters in that show are really, really good as well. Like Ryuji's really solid as a protagonist. Taiga's really good as like I would almost say like the second protagonist. I know you would say like deuteragonist, but like, I feel like she's kind of like almost the protagonist as well. I love Taiga. She's so funny. Even if she starts off... You know what? I'm glad, though, because I don't want to do that fucking minigame again. You know what? The next time that we get to that screen, I'm going to show you guys the button. I'm going to show you holding the X button. So that way people know that I'm doing that and it doesn't actually do the play again thing. But Taiga's really good. Minori's really good too. What was that other guy's name? Kikimura? He was okay. Same thing for... God damn it, who's the blue hair girl? I think her name was Ami, I think? I'm just having a complete brain fart, but she was also kind of alright. But that show was really good. It had a really... I'll be honest, like, the second to last episode of that show was honestly, in my opinion, a much better final episode than the final episode we ended up getting, if you ask me. Because... like, that show gets really good. Like, that Christmas arc is really, really solid. Like, everyone talks about that part, and, like, for good reason, because it's, like, really, really good. The Toradora is just, like, a really good, like, kind of show to watch. Like, if you're not really, like, a rom-com person, that's a pretty good show to kind of watch, if you ask me. Then, the next month, which was March, I watched through the entirety of Sonic Prime, which I mentioned that before. A lot of people don't like that show because, like, of a lot of different things, like the characterization being pretty shitty, and I wouldn't say the characterization for everyone is shitty, because I think Shadow's pretty decent. I think some of, like, the alternate universe characters are pretty decent. Like, I think Nine was actually a pretty cool antagonist, but I do definitely agree that Sonic Prime was kind of underwhelming. I don't think it's really that bad, but I do agree with what people say, and I do feel like this whole like time warping shit is like just not the most interesting thing out there. It kind of means they have to split the characters into multiple different like cells, and it's just kind of annoying. But I also didn't like how they split the Eggman into like 5 different villains. Why couldn't they just have one Eggman? That would have been nice. He's also just they're nowhere near as charismatic as the actual like Eggman, so that was kind of a shame on their part. But it is a very nice looking show, so there is that. But Sonic Prime is kind of just whatever. At least it looks nice. Then in April I watched Death Note. And Death Note's really good. I mean, it's similar to like Breaking Bad, where it's really good, where it has like a protagonist that's like kind of like that's like very morally gray, but is I would say not a very good person, because like I think we can all agree that Light Yagami is not a good person. Like, okay, yeah, he kills people with the Notebook, like he kills criminals and all that jazz, but it's like at the same time, it's like you're still killing a lot of people, and even then, you don't actually know how bad of crimes like they've committed. Like, they could be like just a normal like street robber, like who robbed somebody one time, and then like, oh, their name's in the Notebook, heart attack. Like, that kind of is, like, okay, I get what he did was wrong, but does death mean, is the punishment death? I don't believe so. And, like, with his god complex, like, I think everyone could probably say that, like Yagami is probably, like, pretty evil. Especially, like, in the final episode, where you really see, like, him acting like a complete and utter baby when Nier just destroys him. But I will say, though, like, L was a really good, like, kind of, character as well. He's not like the protagonist, but like I'd say L was a lot of fun to have around. And I feel like Nier and like whoever that other like sibling was, weren't as interesting, but they were really good. Death Note's really good. Like, watch it if you can, but don't watch the whatever the hell it is, that like live action stuff. Don't watch that, because I've heard that stuff is really, really bad. And then in May, I watched, so far, Season 1 of Frieren, which is also a really good show. I've heard a lot of people say that's, like, one of the best shows, like, animes they've ever seen. I don't know if I would go that far. I don't even know what I would say my favorite anime is. I've only watched, like, so far, like, only, like 5 or so to completion. And, like, okay, Little Witch Academia, Evangelion, Toradora, Death Note, Frieren for now, but that's probably going to be getting to Season 2 by, like, the end of the year. And then eventually, Quintuplets. So it's not even that many shows at all, but of course someone else gets to it before me, of course. Sorry, I gotta focus on this one. This is one where I gotta kind of focus, especially because they're not spawning them anywhere near me. Of course he gets it before me! It's about time I would like a... Oh no! 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 No, no, yes! Thank you! But yeah, I've only watched like 5 or so far. But Frieren was really good. Like, I like Frieren a lot as a character, but I feel like it's not like the best show I've ever watched, but I think it's still pretty good. And then June and like the first part of July, I watched the entirety of Sonic Boom. And even though like the Sonic Boom games were kind of shit, the show's actually like really good. It's got a lot of good meta humor in there, and it's just a fun time. Like, it's the kind of show that I feel like Sonic fans will really enjoy. But I'm pretty sure most Sonic fans already know that. Then in July I watched well, so far the first season of Squid Game, which everybody knows how good Squid Game is. But Squid Game is really, really good. Very intense show, but very, very good though as well. Kind of says something about society a little bit with how they kind of are, with like the rich kind of killing the poor and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. Um, I'm sorry, I'm really trying to focus now because oh my god. I think somebody just fell all the way to the bottom and just died. That's fine. Okay, you know what? Fuck you. Yeah, somebody fell to their death, I guess. God. I swear, they should ban grabbing in this game. They really should ban it. Excluding, like, the tail tag minigame, they should ban grabbing. Why the fuck is it a thing you can do? Son of a fucking bitch! God! Okay, watch this. My finger is right on the X button. Why did it do that? Actually, one moment. I'm actually going to get myself a drink, so I'm going to refill my drink, so I'll be back in one moment. Alrighty. Back to the gaming and going. But yeah, Squid Game was really good, and of course I'm going to be watching season 2 when that comes out in late December, so that'll be quite some fun. I don't know if it'll be quite as good as season 1, but I think it'll still probably be like pretty solid, because I think it's probably going to be like the true conclusion to the show, because it did have a lot of like questions that were not answered, so there is that. So excited to see that. Those are the shows I've watched so far, but I guess I kind of moved to like a kind of go quickly over shows I'm going to watch soon. I want to watch Ghost Stories next month because I've heard the dub for that show is absolutely like crazy. Just making sure the audio is right. Why is the game not? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I've heard the dub for like Ghost Stories is like really, really funny, even though it's very different from the Japanese script. I want to watch that. I want to see how ridiculous it is. I also want to at some point watch Cowboy Bebop. I guess like kind of mention a show that's not an anime, but I want to watch really just one of these guys. This is gonna be a waste of a minute, but I also want to at some point watch the entirety of Better Call Saul. The only issue with that show is that show is really fucking long. Like, really fucking long. That's going to be like a Breaking Bad where it's like, it's going to take me a good long while to, like, really get through that show. So, but I know it's really good, though. So, there is that. But yeah. I want to watch Better Call Saul at some point. But yeah, those are kind of like some shows I've watched for, like, throughout the past year, and I'm trying to watch some more. And maybe in like later future streams, I'll mention a little bit more about what shows I've gone through and what I kind of think of them. But right now, I gotta finish quintuplets, and then I'll move on to other stuff. So kind of moving away from the topic of like shows and like anime and stuff like that. Now it's time to move on to the next thing, which I kind of wanted to talk about because it's kind of like a smaller thing to talk about, but I kind of wanted to just mention it because I've seen like this trend on YouTube growing for a while, of like 2 hours of like blank things to fall asleep to. I don't really know what it is with a bunch of these channels because like I know Did You Know Gaming. I know this is on Twitch too, but like this also applies to the actual like YouTube stream that gets uploaded, VOD. But like what is like I know Did You Know Gaming was doing like the fact videos to fall asleep to. I was like, okay, but then I started seeing like all these other channels just popping up that are just compiling their videos to fall asleep to. It's like, okay, I understand people watch YouTube videos before they go to sleep. It's like, why would you make a compilation? Like, just seems to me like an excuse to try and get some extra money. Which I mean, I get getting money, but it's like Jesus Christ. Like, how about you make more? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it myself. It's like, I don't know if people have to fall asleep to these YouTube videos, because honestly, if you do, that's kind of weird. Like, I mean, okay, I fall asleep and I have, like, a noise machine that plays, like, rain sound. Like really, really compressed rain sound effects, because, like, the sound machine is, like, 20 years old, but, like, it's nice. I do that, but, like... This has been... okay, I'm not going to say the stream's been bad, but holy shit, this stream has been really bad in terms of how good I'm doing. Because this is not my day. This is not my day. I am doing way worse than I usually do. Please spawn me on a good side. Yes! But anyways, as I was saying, like, it's just weird to see all these YouTube videos, like, these, like few hour videos for, like, just, like, I don't know. Just another excuse to get money, I guess, but whatever. I want money, too, so I guess there's that, but... Anyways. Moving on to kind of, like, the last topic of, that I kind of had to... Oh! God damn it! God, those things never help you. But thank you for spawning me on the right side. But, no! Get down! The last thing I wanted to talk about were some of the best fast food places. I don't know if it was the last Fall Guys stream I did where I talked about, like, food and stuff. I know I talked about, like, coffee and stuff like that, but to kind of talk about, like, fast food a little bit and talk about, like, some of my favorite places. Keep in mind this is in the U.S., so there's that. I guess I'll just like go down the list of like the fast food places and like kind of just go through them. So I guess I'll just start with like McDonald's. McDonald's. I know people don't like that place, and I get that McDonald's is probably like the least healthy of them all. But I'm going to be honest, I think McDonald's is honestly, like, pretty decent. Like, I think their food is actually, like, quite good. Their fries are very good. Especially when they're, like, fresh and salty. Those fries are so good. I think their food is overall, like, is actually, like, way more overhated than I think. Like, the chicken nuggets there aren't that bad. Now, I mean, to be fair, you can get better chicken nuggets elsewhere, but, like... They're fine at McDonald's. Like, I don't know why people try to act like McDonald's is really that bad. I mean, yeah, it's bad for you. You shouldn't probably have it that often, but it's like, I think McDonald's is really overhated, honestly. I don't get it. I feel like it's just people that are just trying to look cool, I guess. Boy, nobody cares. Stop trying to look cool. I guess I will say one thing though. Okay. Stop it! You fucking bitch! Yeah! Yeah! Die! Die, you stupid bitch! That's what you deserve. Is this a fruit? But, okay, I gotta actually focus on this one, so I can't really talk much. I'm pretty sure it was the grape. Is that a grape, actually? Alright. But, as I was saying, like, moving on, like, the next place. Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna be honest, Chick-fil-A is kind of just whatever. Like, I mean, oh, don't get me wrong. Their food is decent, but I don't really think their food is, like, as good as people, like, make it out to be. Like, okay, their chicken sandwiches are fine, but, like, honestly, like, Wendy's, McDonald's, I mean, the McCrispy is basically the exact same fucking thing as a fucking, what is it? Like, McCrispy is basically the exact same thing as a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. Um, like, Red Robin has better chicken sandwich. Wendy's has a better chicken sandwich. Like, I don't really know. Like, Chick-fil-A is kind of just whatever. I mean, I don't think they're bad, but, like, I'll eat it. But it's like, I don't really think they're as good as people make it out to be. Um, Burger King. I don't really eat Burger King often. And honestly, the only times I've really gone to Burger King is to get their chicken sandwich sub because it's actually pretty good. At least the last time I got it, which was a very long time ago. But, like, man, those chicken sandwich, like, the way they have it in, like, a sub is so good. Those are so good. I love those, honestly. Very, very good. Um, where else? Arby's is pretty good too. They got really good curly fries. Like, I'm pretty sure like everyone who goes to Arby's gets like the curly fries because those are like the best ones. Um, and like their roast beef sandwiches are so good. Like whenever I go like after work, like if I'm going to go get some from there, it's always gonna be like a roast beef sandwich with doubled meat and then like curly fries and a drink. Like and it always ends up being like $12 for the whole meal, which is kind of a lot of money, honestly. But it is very good food though, so I'll give it that. Um, why am I being so stupid? But Arby's is pretty good too. Just trying to think of some other places. Culver's is pretty good too. I don't really get Culver's too often because where I live at, Culver's is like an unbelievably busy place. I don't know what it is, but Culver's is just so busy all the time where I live for no reason. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna watch how other people do this. We're ending the stream there. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm actually done. I'm not. You know what? We're done today. I know we haven't even. I know I just reached. I'm gonna just reach 50 minutes, but you know what? I can't do this anymore. I can't fucking do it when that bullshit happens. I'm done with the stream for today. I know this was less than an hour, but you still get 50 minutes of content, and you got me talking throughout the whole thing, so I don't want to hear anything. I'll continue the fast food talk on my next stream, because I'll be streaming on Thursday, and on Thursday I'm actually going to be streaming my first kind of playthrough for my streaming channel, and I'm gonna actually be streaming myself playing the first Five Nights at Freddy's game, and I'm gonna try and beat the first five nights in Thursday's stream on Thursday's stream. So I hope you all are looking forward to that. Next week I'm not going to be streaming on Tuesday. I'm actually going to be taking next Tuesday off. Um, but you'll still have a stream next week Thursday, and I'll be streaming FNAF again. So yeah, I'll mention more about this in my Thursday FNAF stream in just a couple days. But yeah, I'll continue the fast food talk there. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you're watching on the VOD channel, thank you for watching. Consider checking out the Twitch. I try to stream. I'm trying to stream. Like I said in the bottom, like little like box thing. I'm trying to stream every Tuesday and Thursday around 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Not specifically. Like I usually start the stream in that time, so that way, like, I'm not gonna be very consistent with when I start my stream. So like, there's that. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I will see you guys on Thursday with Five Nights at Freddy's. I hope to see you all there. Have yourselves a good day. Peace, everybody.